So how was your experience being a Black woman in a male-dominated industry?
There are times that it pops up. So I remember I was in a meeting, and this was a higher up meeting, and I was the only woman in the room, and I was not seen. And then there are other times that it's celebrated, where guys are like, hey, I want to make sure that I help you, that I support you, because I love what it is that you're doing. So it just depends on the moment. It depends on the culture. It depends on where people are, where it pops up, and sometimes it doesn't. And people are just like, hey, there's an emphasis on making sure that you're successful.
From an agent standpoint, I'm acting as an agent. Mm-hmm. Athletes have other interests.
Yeah.
Are investing, obviously Dad's the CFO, so it's finance, investing, real estate stuff. Are those things that we're having conversations about?
Angel investing.
Angel investing, are we having conversations about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
His dad is tough in that.
Okay.
I bring the opportunity because I'm a girl. I like to shop. So I look at everything and I'm like, yep. And his dad's like, nope. What were you thinking? Nope.
So he handles all the financial
stuff.
He vets the thing before you invest?
Yeah, he does a lot of that. And then Kai has, another team as well. So he's like, we have what we created, because I'm the shopper, was levels of investment levels. So we run it through all of these levels to make sure that none of us are missing anything. So we have our legal team. We have our tax and accounting team to make sure that this makes sense. We have another team that sort of looks at it, and if everybody kind of signs off on it and says this is good, then we present it to Kai and kind of get his feedback on it. Now, some people are like, I hate that you have to talk to so many different people, but it just works for us in terms of, because there's things that, I may miss, his dad may miss, and if you have so many people looking at it, it just kind of keeps everybody solid.
It's tough to miss when everybody's looking.
Yeah.
For sure. I feel like an agent's responsibility is also to protect their client. So is that part of your job title as well? Like, do you look at, okay, before he speaks here, let me look at it. Do I do this? Do I look at the photo shoot to make sure the pictures, like, is that?
Yeah. Every which way. Sometimes he does this. All of my kids do this. And that's their way of pushing me back to say you're becoming a little too much. But yeah, everything.
So what's on the vision board for you and your company over the next couple of years? I know obviously you said that you're looking to expand and get more clients, but how would you like your enterprise to be?
So we want to do probably in the next 2 to 3 years like $1 billion in deals.
In deals?
Yeah. So that's on our most immediate. The other side of it is obviously bringing in clients. And so we have that magic number of where we want to be by way of clients over the next 2 to 3 years.
And is this new clients from college or clients
mixture.
From college or like
mixture of both.
People leaving their old
agent? Mixture of
veterans.
Yeah, veterans, college, just that whole mixture. We've talked a lot about creating a collective of independent agents that we can use as a resource. I've had a lot of conversations with Jalen's brother Q about how can we, because there's a lot of this thought of independence that a lot of players and athletes are thinking about. And so how do we be this resource, this collective resource? And I'm excellent at this, you're excellent at that. How do we bring it together and really create this agent collective that we can all pull and grow and create from? So we're just having those conversations. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah. I don't want, media is important. And I think as our platform, I want to highlight the philanthropy that happens from your side and your team. And obviously every time there's been an issue or cause, we've always seen Kyrie donate. Doesn't get highlighted, probably should, more. So I want to give you the floor to talk about all the philanthropy that you've been doing over the past 3 to 5 years, because it's a lot.
It's
a lot.
It's a lot. A lot of it is we want to be angels in this, because the minute that it becomes public, you get flooded with everybody has a need. Some of those needs are authentic, some of them are not. But I know that Kai's focus is on entrepreneurship, women, maternity, and health for women that are having babies and look to expand their families. And that's something very different from an athlete that you would say, why would an athlete be interested in it? We know the mortality rates that exist for Black women in giving birth. So that's something that he really wants to kind of get behind and figure out pathways for. It is the Native American community. How do we create opportunity there? And we're working on something that we hope to announce relatively soon, where that would create a pipeline of opportunity and monetary gain for within that community. It is food scarcity, food deserts. How do we help out there? It is education. It is financial literacy. Because like I said, we as people of color, we're raising our hands left and right and saying, help me invest, teach me about money, because there's so much that we don't understand and know. Mental health is another one that is a big focus for us, in recognizing that we all have needs. It's not, and it's you should not be ashamed to say that there are days that I wake up and and there are things that are going on that I need to talk to somebody about. And so we're just trying to figure out pathways to create opportunities for people to have real, honest conversations about mental health and those issues that a lot of people are battling in silence. So that's it, to name a few.
Yeah, and we thank you.
That's a lot.
We thank you because we see it.
For sure. So, thank you for joining us. Met the whole family now. Your husband, like you said, we met him in Utah. Had a great conversation. And Kai, we got to spend some time with him. So I know he actually watches the program. So shout out to him. Definitely the best ball handler of all time. We have
that's a fact.
That's
a fact. We're not arguing that, yo.
That's a fact. But just a good dude. Like I said,
solid.
We spent a couple hours with him. You just kind of get a feel for somebody. So he was very low key,
good heart.
reserved, just cool person. We was talking about rap. We was talking about rap. We was talking about just a variety of different things. So
Kyle, we was right. Just for the record, we was right. Me and you, we was right.
So yeah, we had a lot. We had a great conversation. So shout out to Kyrie. But keep up the great work. I know it's definitely needed to highlight people like yourself, because there's a lot of young ladies that I'm sure probably want to get into the world of sports but don't know how, right? And then it's like, if you don't have a roadmap to follow, even if you just have somebody to look at, like I'm sure, a lot of people have looked at Rich Paul as somebody that's breaking the mold.
I'll say he's one of my godfathers.
Rich. Shout out to Rich.
Friend of the show.
You just mentioned that.
Friend of the show. Friend of the show.
Shout out to Rich. Invest Fest.
He's a godfather.
We had him at Invest Fest too. So, but people like that is important, right? Because they're not coming from traditional paths. So, it gives hope and inspiration to people. So that's definitely important. So keep up the great work. Let's continue to stay in dialogue. Let's continue to work together. And anything that we can do to be of help, just let us know.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I had a good time.